Good morning, happy Sunday. How y'all doing, sweethearts? It is a beautiful, beautiful day. I can't speak for the rest of you, but yesterday, after I did my live video about 7 o'clock in the morning, I got hit hard with a wave of energy, and I spent the whole day puking and in bed. And, our vessels are going through a beautiful, beautiful upgrade, and let me get this out of the sun. And I wasn't going to do a video this morning, but I got quite a few messages. Please do a video and talk about healing. So let's talk about healing. You don't need no more healing, sweet ones. You already are. You are healed, and you are completely whole, and you are complete within, and now it is really, and it has been just a matter of really claiming it. Sweet ones, the outside world, whether that is medical doctors, psychologists, whatever it may be, naturopathy, whatever it may be. How you doing, Julie, Patrice, Laura? Big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. Thank you, Julie. I love you guys. You really humble me, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you. And so, you have the outside world. Good morning, Sharon. How you doing, beautiful? Big hugs and blessings. You have the outside world that tells us that we're diseased, that we're ill, that we need healing, that we need this and that. And as these frequencies continue to bathe us, good morning, Lizette. Big hugs and blessings, beautiful. And as we continue to rise higher and higher and evolve higher and higher in frequency, you're really coming into a place of understanding within that you behold the power to transform anything. And you're coming into, you see me and many of us, words, the English language, words, any language for that matter, just no longer are fulfilling, palatable, if you will, to put what we are experiencing, going through, into words. And now is a space where each of you, good morning, Tammy, good morning, Deborah, big hugs and blessings, beautifuls. And right now, come here, Braveheart. Come here, Kiki. Braveheart wants to join us, I guess, see? And, right now, you're being asked to really release those doubts, to really let go of them, and really feel into the energies of self-confidence that are, good morning, Luke, how you doing, sweetheart? Big hugs and blessings. And to really feel into the energies that are really bathing humanity, that's giving you a boost in your self-confidence, as far as you know who and what you are, sweethearts. You know that you are sovereign, divine, pure, holy beings of light. And as you evolve within yourself, good morning, Alice, big hugs and blessings, beautiful, that deeper clarity and deeper truth reveals itself. So your journey has been one to come back to remembering all that you are. And you've remembered, sweet ones. That which you have not remembered necessarily in the physical does not mean that you haven't addressed it or remembered it in meditation or your dream time or whichever. And at this space, you have come into a space of remembering, and now we are entering and have been a space of forgetting. No longer do we need those old anything, including those old beliefs that you are ill, or that you are diseased, or that you need healed. You are whole and you are complete and you are healed. And that is part of stepping in and claiming you, who you are, what you are, and your power. And the more you climb that, the more you step into a space of great divine responsibility. And with that divine responsibility comes deeper revealing of your purpose. Because truly, our only purpose here is to love, sweet ones. It's not to do or be anything other than just to be. And it is when you can allow yourself to come into that space of just being with all that you are, that you will really find yourself in a space of integration, if you will, of really starting to express that knowing without. And that's the beauty of this moment, of this time right now, of this space and time continuum, is now each of you are becoming, with these energies that are bathing humanity and giving you each more self-confidence, more belief in yourself, showing you physically more and more tangible proof that you are powerful, that you are miraculous, that you are that inner knowing. And now you're coming into a space that you're really starting to become comfortable and speak that truth out. And as more and more of you claim the knowing that you are healed, that you are whole, that you are complete, it amplifies let me say quantum jumps, if you will. And it speeds time up, but yet slows time down for you. And more of you are really coming into a space of allowing yourselves to really feel into these energies. You're coming into understanding just what so many of us have been saying for so long, and that it's really all about the feeling, not the emotions. Because emotions or feelings are two different things. And so the more you can feel, the more you will see with tangible proof. Because the more you feel, the more you evolve that frequency to that which you want. So if you are feeling sad, or grieving, or anything like that, when you can allow yourself to just be with it and be present with it and not judge it. And what do we mean by that? Well, let me give you an example. What's happened to me in the past few days? Nothing really, but well, all right, I'll use being sick yesterday. I told the universe, I told the Creator, I said, I'm going to be a victim for a few minutes. I said, I don't like being sick. I said, send someone to pamper me. I said, I don't feel good. I want to be babied. And I spent about 5 minutes in that mode. Because, when we're sick, we all want to be babied, right? And then I sat there and I told myself, nope, I'm going to feel perfectly fine. And I literally put myself in that space. Now, my body wanted to disagree with me all day long. But remember, you're not a consciousness in a body. You're a body in a consciousness, And so when you can take yourself out of being a consciousness in a body, like yesterday morning when I was sick, and you can put yourself, okay, I know my vessel's not feeling the greatest, and you really get into the feeling of feeling good, of feeling lovely, of feeling, even if you have to talk out loud to your consciousness so it can align with that feeling within. I feel lovely. I adore being connected to your spirit. I feel well. I feel safe. Whatever it may be, you will find that you can change that frequency, you can change that vibration. And many of you are coming in. A lot of us understand what that means. And those who are just waking up or have just recently have awoken, and this, you're coming into a space, these energies are really bringing you into that space of now knowing that it's the feeling, not the emotions. And that's the beautiful thing. And so when you can, here, let me catch up for a second. It's blessings. Alice, what are you saying? It's blessings, the road, all meetings and beings, the gift, give myself back, pure nothing, pure self, nothing to do, just be. Therefore forgive everything. Else I not this now is more woefully. It's forgive naturally, all for happy now, absolutely. Tabby, I wish I was whole and complete and completely healed, but I know I have a long way to go. Hey, Tabby, sweetheart, beautiful. Good morning. Hoping, all right, we'll take hoping out of it. Wishing is living in the future, not focusing right now. And beautiful, if I can encourage you to do anything, I would encourage you to observe your words. I know I have a long way to go. As long as every word you speak, beautiful, is a promise to yourself. So if you're saying, I know, anything after the words I am, I have, I can, I will, I know, that's anything you say you're creating. But that is like commanding the universe to bring it into manifestation by saying something after those phrases, if you will. And when you can observe what you're saying, beautiful, instead of saying, I wish I was whole and complete, I am whole, I am complete, I am healed. Because when you speak these words out loud, your conscious is hearing it as well as your subconscious, which creates a space of energy of manifestation quicker, if you will. Also, speaking them out loud will harmonize the left and right brain simultaneously rather than you doing it silently within. And I'm not saying that don't work. It does work. I'm just trying to give you tips to help you to, and when you can feel into it, regardless. All right, let me give you an example. This vessel was diagnosed with lung cancer. Does that mean I have it? To the outside world, yes. To myself, nah, that's just an attachment that just needs harmonized in my vessel. Yeah, did you see that hummingbird? How pretty is that? Flew by right when I said that. And so, when you speak these words, I am whole, I am healed, I am happy, even if you feel really angry, I am happy, I feel happy, I feel happy, I feel happy. You're reprogramming yourself, and you're telling your vessel, you're telling your soul, your spirit, your body, your mind, you're telling it, okay, get into alignment with what I'm commanding, with what I'm speaking, with what I'm saying, with what I'm feeling, with what I'm doing. And you will find, even if you're angry, that's why we encourage you to breathe. Take a moment and breathe. If you're feeling any kind of an emotion, that is not that of love, of joy, of peace, of bliss, of happiness. To really just feel change. You have the power to change your frequency, your vibration in every given breath, sweethearts, and that is the mastery that you are beginning to come into and to claim. And those who have claimed it, who have stepped up, who are no longer afraid to go out into the public and be the messengers, regardless if people want to shoot us, if you will. And more and more of you are coming into that space where you're comfortable, and that's what these energies are doing. It's not only bringing up the stuff that no longer needs to be a part of your reality, is that it doesn't serve the highest good of us all, and is being it's being let go of, is being expanded through our light and our love. So too, more and more of you are getting more comfortable, more brave, more courageous, I guess is a better word, to allow yourselves to step out, to be more confident, to believe in yourself. The more you see others and the more you evolve your frequency, the more you bring to you those frequencies, and the more you have that in your presence, the more you become comfortable with stepping into your truth, the more you become comfortable with coming out into the world, the more you become comfortable with smiling at that seemingly stranger or extending a hand or this or that. And you have a fantastic day too, Sharon. Big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. Alice, massage is very good. If you massage your body and make love to your body through massage, and I'm not saying sexually, but I mean really just communicate and come into union and communion with the cells in your body, with your legs, and you thank your feet for the job they have done for you, holding you up, and you thank your legs for the strength that they have for holding, they all have a job. Thank your hands for the healing and for the abilities that it allows you to do. And when you can come to appreciate your vessel and detach your personal emotions to your vessel and understand that you are not your vessel, you really come into a more self-loving space. And you come to appreciate your vessel more, and you come into that space of you don't want that extra helping. You don't want to be a couch potato anymore. You want to get out in nature. You want to get out and breathe the fresh air. The more you appreciate your vessel, the more you want to take care of it, the more you want to invest in it, the more you want to love it. And the more you want to cherish it and adore it and honor it. And the more you do that and the more you listen to it, it's going to become your lover and your best friend. And I don't mean that in a sexual way. I mean that in a very spiritual, a very united oneness way of pure light that you can now expand out even more so. And the more you love your vessel, for the honor and the duty that it is providing for you, and the grace that it is, and the magic that it is extending you to you in order for you to experience all that you are in a light body, crystalline, diamondized form. And you will find the more you will evolve in frequency too, and the more your vessel will become younger looking and will go into a space of age regeneration. Now I can look at myself from even 7 years ago, and I looked at least 15 years younger. And, people have mistaken me. God bless their hearts. Thank you, Creator. Look at me and ask me if I'm 25, 26 years old. In this vessel, in this lifetime, this vessel, not me, but this vessel is 48, will be 49 February 1st. But again, only if you claim that. For me, people ask me how old I am. You want to know my answer? I tell them I'm ageless. They just look at me, no, seriously. And it's like, no, seriously, I'm ageless. And they just look at me really funny. And acting as if, well, I don't know if you have to act, Adelina. I don't act, I just am. I don't put on an act for anybody. I really, truly don't. I used to. But the more I stepped into who I am, I love who I am. I love my orneriness. I love, I love my bad days as much as I love my good days. And I very rarely have any bad days. I really, truly don't. I have off days, where my energy, isn't like yesterday, isn't up to its optimal prime. But you come into a space where you don't need those masks. You don't need those disguises. Accept me as I am. I will accept you as you are. I will love you unconditionally. And I only ask that you love me unconditionally back. And if you can honor and respect me, that's great. We can coalesce together, however, if you're coming to honor, dishonor and disrespect me, then I think it's best if we just part our ways in love, and that's the space we're coming into. You accept all for who they are and what they are without judgment, without opinion, and you just love. And when you come into that space, once you're really, and you are, all of us are, each of us are, and we already are. And the more you can sit there and feel into the fact, regardless of what this outside physical world says, you don't have to claim what this outside physical world says. They say you're dying in 6 months. Well, that's what they say. That's, you don't have to claim that. They say you have high blood pressure and you have to take all these pills. That's what they say. You don't have to claim that. Now what am I saying? Am I saying not listen to the doctors? I'm saying I encourage each of you to do what you feel is best for you. Me, I just encourage you to talk to your vessel first. Talk to your soul, talk to your spirit. And have that guide you rather than somebody else telling you what you have to do. And you have the power, if you know it, to heal yourself. And in every given moment, you're already healed. It's just an experience that is presenting itself for you to use as a tool to see above it, below it, beyond it, and expand it with your light and your love. Remember, all dark is condensed light. You just need light to expand it out. And that's what we're doing. We're expanding light everywhere with every word, every thought, every feeling, every action, every deed we take, every word we speak. And that's the beauty of us. Because now we're, more and more are coming into the awareness that words are powerful, that they are a promise, that their thoughts are powerful, that their emotions and their reactions are powerful, and that their opinions and their judgments is what keeps them trapped. And that's the beauty of this whole experience, regardless of the releasing and the purging of the earth and all of the karmic energies that are happening in the physical outside world, within the governments and the banking system and this, that, and the third and everything else. You can learn to see, you can see through it, and you understand the beauty in it. You understand that it's chaotic and too much tumultuous that it seemingly appears to be, that it's all for a higher purpose, that it truly is for the highest good of humanity, that we release these and that we learn to live side by side, hand in hand, regardless of what seemingly appears. And it's not that you're releasing the darkness. You're coming into a space of harmony, of how to live hand in hand, side by side, with contrast, rather than good, bad, light, dark, good, evil. Snoopy, come on now, baby. And that is truly the beauty of all of this. Okay, Jen, I did it just for you. I got on here while you and a few others. Jen begged me to do one. Melissa, thank you. Angel asked this morning, and here you are, what I asked. Here I am. That's it, Michelle. I like that. Michelle, Melissa, I like that. Ageless. I'm claiming that, and that's it. All right, now you guys sit there. Just what Michelle Lynn just said. I claiming that. I am claiming that, and that's all you have to do. And you know, that is the beauty of this moment right now. Snoopy, what are you barking at? He's barking at Mama Kitty. And that's the beauty of this moment, because in every moment it's a choice point. You can choose love or you can choose fear. And good morning, Susan. Big hugs and blessings to all you sweethearts that have joined us. Syrian fleet, Warlito, I love my Syrian family. And so, what was I saying? And so in this moment right now, you're really finding that that's what it is you stepping up and you claiming it. You've claimed it spiritually. Now you're being asked to put it to the test, if you will, in the physical, to put it into, not test, into action, into doing, in the sense of feeling it through your vessel. When you allow yourself to feel it, you don't have to do anything. When you feel it in your vessel, in like Michelle said, I'm claiming that I am ageless. Now really allow yourself, instead of just saying it, really allow yourself to really feel into it. Really sit and be present with not only the definition of the physical aspect of what ageless means, but really feel into what it means to be ageless. Open your heart and say, okay, self, show me how expansive I can be in this feeling of agelessness. And really allow yourself to be present with it. And you know, that is really going to be helpful for each of you as we all go forward hand in hand. Is the more we can, before you react, before you speak, before you do anything, to really just feel into it. You know, somebody comes and gives you a proposition, whether it be for a job, whether, you know, it be for a relationship, whatever it may be. You know, really, you don't have to give an answer right that second, even if they're trying to require one. Feel into it. You know, ask your spirit, okay, you know, they're speaking to us, so let's make the right choice here. And that's the beauty of this right now, because you can choose it. In every given breath, you can choose it, regardless what this physical is saying. You can be standing here in the middle of well, I'm not going to use that experience after what just happened physically. Okay, now hold on a sec. I got to come up with a different example. My mind went blank. I don't know. I was going to use a shooting example, but I'm not going to do that. You can be in the biggest space of fear and hopelessness and despair, and you literally can sit there and talk yourself out of it. You can talk yourself out of that frequency, out of that vibration, and talk yourself into a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And that is the mastery of what you're coming into now, and the mastery that you already have come into, but the mastery, if you will, that you are now applying and learning how to apply in the physical aspect. And so, again, that goes into to healing, wholeness, completeness. You are only as broken as you allow yourself to be. You are only as unwhole and incomplete as you think you are. You are only, and this goes for anybody that you say they are outside of you, you are only as pure and innocent. They are only as broken, as pure and innocent, as evil, as demonic, as dark, as light, as love as you are. As you think, as you vibrate at. And so, again, perception is our own. And you can choose in every given moment, sweethearts, to find the glory and the divinity in everything, or you can choose to see the separation. And right now we're being bathed with a whole lot of energies that are really harmonizing us and recalibrating us by our individual soul's choices. In every given moment, choices. Harmonizing those ideologies, if you will. Those ideological vibrations that somebody or anything is outside of us or different from us. And as we go into up through this 1010 gateway, up through the beginning of this week, you're going to discover that we are being given a great amount of opportunity through these very intense, harsh energies, because the towers have crumbled. The towers have fallen. Now we're going through the anger and the shock and this and that as we go into the beginning of this week. We're going into, well, let's put it this way. Everything starts energetically and works its way to the physical plane. And if you remember a few days ago, look at a golden butterfly. How beautiful is that? If you remember a few days ago, I made this statement that, I don't know, even maybe a week ago, that the tower was crumbling at the full moon. And that the tower has crumbled, yada, 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 yada. And that's what's happening. It has crumbled, and I, as you go through these energies, I mentioned that the harshness is coming, the intensity with the crumbling of the towers is coming, and that's what we're going into the beginning of this week. And it's giving us all great opportunities because a lot of anger collectively is arising, and with the planetary squares, Mercury in a square with in direct with the Sun, and in a square with Pluto, you're really gonna find that this is really going to be a huge release, even though it's going to present itself as a very angry, a very tumultuous, heavy, intense energy that's going to be coming in the beginning of the week now. And some of you may be already feeling it. And this is going to affect all of us in one way or another, because it's a collective energy, if you will. And there are 0 punked always, absolutely, Alice. And Jen, we are awesome. Jen says, you are awesome. No, we are awesome. And you're really going to find that really after this intense Well, liken it to this. Energetically, we went through the shift. And now we're just physically, it's presenting itself. And this is where we are going to really be at this choice point where you're either going to react and engage and participate in the anger and the ego-ness that is being released, or you're really going to just stand there and really be that pillar of love and be that pillar of peace right now. And shine the light and just be that light. And this not only for ourselves but collectively too, because we are conduits, and it's a great honor to be in service as those conduits. And after that, you're really going to start to see some stabilization for yourselves and for all of us. And that's the beauty, truly, of right now. And when you can just focus right now in the present moment and be in a space of infinite gratitude, regardless of what you're experiencing, regardless of what is arising and presenting itself, as long as we can stay in our hearts and stay in a space of gratitude, understand that we have the power to change that energetic blueprint and expand it in the love and the light of all that we are. Life is going to morph into a very harmonious and more graceful experience and existence. And right now, you're going to really find, come this week, with these energies, as physically it is more and more is released, and we transform it by how we react to it and engage and participate, or do not engage and participate, is we can do it much quicker, move it through. And you're really going to find that Earth is really being bathed with how shall I say this? A very prosperous abundance, a very enhanced amount of enchantment, and that's going to be, that really is truly a beautiful thing. Because if you really allow yourselves to connect to these energies and really feel into them, I am open to receive the enchantment that is bathing humanity. You're really going to be able to anchor that enchantment, anchor that magic in, the more you feel into it. And really, good morning, Moonlight, how you doing, beautiful? And so, as we go into these intensities of these energies, the beginning of the week, really allow yourselves, regardless of what is arising, to really find the magic and the intensity and focus on that, so these energies that are coming through can really be flowed out of here quicker in a more graceful and gentle way. Danielle, opportunities for growth everywhere, energies making me giggle. These energies are beautiful. They truly, truly are. And again, if you can just really feel into the energies, regardless of, and I'm not saying to ignore yourself. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that. I'm just saying that you are powerful. You are whole, you are complete, you are holy, you are pure, and you have the power, good morning, Lauren, to really change your vibration in every given breath. And really, it's a choice point in every given moment right now. Regardless of what you're going through, I choose new earth. I choose the higher dimensions. I choose my reality. I choose to fully embody the light of my soul. I choose to be all that I am. I choose to transform this. And you're even going to find that you're coming into a space where you're not even going to have to put yourself into that frequency. You're going to recognize before you start to experience it in the physical, you're going to recognize it. Nope, I'm not playing in that timeline. Go do another one, and you'll choose another one. And if you observe sweet ones, you'll really see how you're already doing that. Even if you haven't caught it, you're already doing that. Your cosmic heart is and has been leading the way for quite a while now. The light in your soul, that's right, Alice. And we're all beautiful. And we're all powerful, and we're all magical, and we're all in this together. And as we continue to anchor in the new into the physical plane, as we continue to choose to reach up and grab, okay, that's the reality I want, and anchor it in, and focus on that rather than what is being purged to be let go of. And focus on, yes, this is occurring, but it's changing, and I'm going to transform it into this, and I'm going to anchor this frequency down. Because really, it's feeling into the frequency. Everything is here right now. Right now and here in this moment. Everything you've ever dreamed of, you can have. It's literally just a matter of feeling it. Of being present, like, we'll use the example of agelessness. I am ageless. Feel into that, and you will match that frequency. Feel in to the feelings. Be present with the feelings. I am whole. Well, feel into the wholeness. What does whole feel like to you? What does feeling complete feel like to you? Because it's easy to sit here and say it. But until you can, big hugs and blessings and love to you, Emiliana. And the more you can really feel it, what does abundant feel like to you? It's easy to say it. It's easy to dream it. It's easy to imagine it. But what does it feel like? What does selfless, unconditional love feel like? What does it feel like to be holy? What does it feel like? And it's not a matter of writing down what it feels like. It's a matter of feeling what it feels like. Because the second you can feel into it, and you can hold that feeling, and the longer you can hold that feeling of being in that feeling of ecstasy, of deliciousness, of enchantment, of magic, of loveliness, of feeling safe, of feeling protected, the more you can feel those feelings of what it feels like. But Michelle, what is enough? And really, is abundance only enough? Or is abundance more, ever expanding? And when you can feel into it, that's when you reach up here and say, okay, universe, I'm anchoring this. This is what I'm anchoring right here, right now. Because this is what I choose to experience. And what you choose to experience is what you feel. And if you're feeling hurt, that's what you're going to experience. If you're feeling anger, that's what you're creating to experience in the future. And that's why in every given moment, It's a choice point. Because you can choose in every given moment to raise your vibration. You can choose to be angry and to continue to feel angry. Sure, it's okay to be angry. Let it out, but it doesn't have to control you. You can choose for it not to control you. You can choose for, okay, I'm accepting that I'm angry. I'm okay with it. So now let's change it. I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel blissful. I'm going to feel joyful. Okay, what does that feel like? Put yourself into that space. Breathe into it. I feel ecstasy. I feel safe. I feel protected. Because when you feel the feelings and you maintain that vibrational frequency of feeling it, that's how you match it to manifest in the physical. And that's what we're doing. We have felt it, and we have sped time up by feeling it all together in unity. Not just me or you or 5 or 10 of us, but thousands of us have come together in feeling, and we've connected. Our intentions have been to connect and to unify the energies of love, of harmony, of joy, of peace, of abundance, of prosperity, of grace, of mercy, of forgiveness. We choose that in every moment, regardless of the experience. And by choosing that in every moment and keeping our vibrations and frequencies high, by feeling into it, knowing that what is occurring, what is presenting, what is arising in the physical plane of existence, it is what it is, what it is. And we see it for what it is. We see love in all its aspects, without a label, without a definition. We see it. We see it for what it is. We understand it for what it can be. And we choose in that moment to transform it into what it is, of what we know it to be within. And that's the power of us. Because it is what it is. But we know what we see out here, what it can be. We know the war, the turbulence, the anger, the racism, the prejudice can be harmonized. We know it can be neutralized, and we know it can be returned to light, into love, into joy, into peace. So yes, we observe it. We see it for what it is. And understand it for what it can be, and transform it through our knowing of what it truly is. That which is love. Good morning, Rose. How you doing, beautiful? And so, Michelle says, depends on the moment, because sometimes it's too much. And Michelle, you'll find yourself, beautiful, coming into a space, all of you, that, all of us, you're going to find yourself coming into a space where it's no longer going to be too much. Because you've chosen for it to be simple. It is only the human aspect, the human egoic mind, that chooses for things to be complicated. Because love is truly very simple. It just is. It's everything. It's everything you see, taste, touch. And everything seen and unseen. Everything known and everything unknown. Everything hidden and everything unhidden. Love just is. And when you can see love in what the human mind programming deems as evil, demonic, or mean, or hurtful, or this, that, and the third, you'll come into a space where you see that love just is. It's all of it, and there's beauty in all of it. There's beauty in every experience and every emotion. You just have to find the magic and the beauty. And only you can choose to do that. Love is very, very simple. And it is only the human aspect that puts us into a space that has to define it, that has to limit it, that has to put boxes on it, has to put expectations on it, has to put conditions on it. It is only the human egoic mind, lower aspect, that that puts something infinite and eternal into finite. The love truly is simple. And if you look into your eyes, you'll discover it. Heck, look into my eyes, and you'll see eternity. Because I just am the heart of spirit. I am a reflection of that love rather than a keeper of its heart. And so are you. And that's the beauty and the magic of us. Happy Sunday, sweethearts. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Get out in nature and embrace the sunlight as it purifies your mind, body, heart, soul, and spirit. I love you. Big, big, big hugs and blessings, sweet ones. Bye-bye now.